All right, welcome everyone to VRML Network. I'm your host, Juice, and we got another matchup for you. Coming to you from the EU side of things, we got DNA versus Velion. Should be a good match. Let's not waste any more time. Let's go see who we got in the arena. All right, coming in for Velion, we got Flimver, we got Ja, we got the Fufu Warrior, and we got Xenoxin? Yeah, we'll go with that. All right, coming to you from DNA, we got Itsy Bitsy, we got Screech, we got Auk, and we got Boomly, who told me, watch out for Boomly. All right, if the players are ready, I'm ready. Let's just get this little menu thing off the screen. There we go. All right, let's put this camera in the middle. Let's get ready. If they're ready, I'm ready. Yes, sir. We'll slowly get that spin. We'll see everybody's warming up. Looks like Boomly, Xenoxin. All right, your pre-match MVP, Flimver, putting that ball in the middle. All right, let's get ready. DNA, Velion, who you guys got? Let's see. Shout out to Slushy Walrus in the chat. Like that name, homie. All right, Fufu Warrior has it. Now bringing it in, fires that up. And it's going to be bouncing down. Loose in the corner. Screech is going to look to pick that up. Screech now going to skyball that. And it's bouncing down. And Xenoxin throws that off the back wall. It's going to pop up. No one's up there going to get it yet. And there we go. Ak just bots that into the middle. Here comes Ja. Ja gets his pocket picked. Now going the other way is Ak. Ak fires that ball ahead, looking for Screech. Screech coming in, he bounces it, and coming away with it is the Fufu Warrior. Fufu Warrior now, bring that up on the sidewalk, now cutting in towards the middle. He's juking, he's jabbing, he's going up top, and and he loses the handle of the ball. Screech gonna try to toss that down, it's gonna bounce on the mound. Now Ja with some good rotation, getting back, and he's gonna flip that over to Xenoxin, and that ball's gonna be popped loose. Good defense here from DNA. Now Screech has it, getting it up on that sidewalk. Gonna bring it in and jukes towards the middle, cuts back in. And Fufu Warrior again, standing tall. Fufu Warrior gonna bounce that off the cloud. And Xenoxin, that gets it over to Ja. Ja just swats at it down. Gonna look to chase it over. There's Fufu Warrior with it. Fufu Warrior gets away from one, lobs it up, and it bounces off the side of the halo, goes down into the sewers. That's the Fufu Warrior with it now. Getting big pressure from Boomly. And now it goes up to Itsy Bitsy with that interception. Trying to make it to that halo and does. Now going over to the offensive halo. Fires that across to Boomly. Boomly shoots. What a save from Ja. Ball bouncing up. We're 2 minutes into this round. Still no score. Boomly gonna reset that pass back. Finds Itsy Bitsy. Fires it over for Ak. Ooh, a little too much, but gets the second tap. Xenoxin fires that away and fires that completely down. Now we got Screech up top on the halo and working it in, bouncing it down. And coming in and going back and forth, throws it a little high. It's bouncing back. It's going to bounce over to Boomly. Boomly has that ball bounce out of their hand. Now Screech now coming in hot. Screech with some moves. Screech, it's right there, able to clean it up. There we go. First points of the match go to DNA. We got Fire Punch cheering on his homies on DNA. We got Fufu Warrior, flips that up over to Flimver. Now Xenoxin fires it over to Fufu Warrior, shoots and Itsy Bitsy with a great save. Coming away with that now. Up on that halo, gonna get Mean Mug from behind. Gets it over to Screech. Screech lobs it up, finds Ak. Ak throws it down to Screech, but there's Flimver. Able to get that steered away, and Ja getting pressure from Screech. Xenoxin has some moves now. He's taking to the sky. He's going up for a little partial lap here. He's looking around, and he's going skyward. He fires it, finds Fufu Warrior. Oh, too much pressure there. DNA covering that aerial territory. Now Screech working it up on that sidewalk. He's going to cut it, throws it up, and looking for, Boomly. Ball just sails through his hand. Now, ball's going to be loose, and Fufu Warrior has some speed, turns that corner, bringing that ball up, takes to the sky. He bounces off. He's coming in. He's going to flip that up to himself. He gets it back. He shoots and he scores. Fufu Warrior. The Lion ties it up at 1. All right, now here we go. Screech bringing that ball up. Gonna go off the hoop-de-hoop. Throws that across over to Hawk. Hawk now goes across, throws it, and it's gonna bounce over to Boomley. Boomley now trying to get something going. Trying to fight for it. Ball bounces up. Now Boomley has it. Trying to go up top. And gonna get it. Gonna come away. Gonna send that pass across, but there's Flimfer. Able to fire that back down. They got a player back. That's Itsy Bitsy. Now coming up on it. Ooh, beaten to the ball. And Screech there, able to recover. Fires it across. Ooh, Hawk almost had that, but it's going to be intercepted by the Lion. Now we got Xenoxen coming in. And he fires that down low. Screech able to get that rebound and toss it to the side. Now trying to spring Hawk. Hawk has that ball. And throws that pass down to Boomley. Boomley coming in up top. He's going to fire that back. Reset pass. We're tied at 1. We got 20 seconds to go. Here we go. Firing it up top. And looking for Hawk. It's going to bounce through. And Jaw looking to get it out. Xenoxen getting pressure from Hawk. Good pressure there. Hawk trying to come up with it. And Screech going to fire that pass across. There's Flimfer. And he fires that over the sidewalk area. Ball bounces around, and Hawk gets a good wall bounce. Ball's coming down. And it's going to bounce down. And Jaw gets a smack on it. We're here in overtime, round 1. Screech now trying to get it back into the Lion zone. Xenoxen pops it up. Screech gets it. Gets checked off by Flipvert. And it's loose. And picking that up is the Fufu Warrior. Fufu Warrior already has 1 goal. Trying to advance it up, bouncing off the cloud. Goes to the center here, gonna wait. Now gonna advance it, wait for his teammates. Fufu Warrior lays it up for Xenoxen. Xenoxen shoots, and gonna be denied. Great defense there from DNA. Now Flimfer goes up top, and has that ball pop out. Boomley has it. Boomley gets that ball to the ground, now working it in. Now working it up, gonna hit that pass up top. Finds Hawk. Hawk coming in, fires that, and Flimfer has it, but has that ball popped out of his hand. And now, up top is that Fufu Warrior. Ooh, it's a fancy little juke move. Sends it over to Xenoxen. Xenoxen coming in from the sky. He's looking. He passes that down, looking for Fufu Warrior. Can't find the intended receiver. Now Itsy Bitsy. We're a minute 10 into this overtime. Still fighting. Here comes Ja. Ja going to the sky. Ooh, little hand ha-cha-cha. Ball pops free. Now Flimfer has it, fires it back, and can't find the intended receiver. Gonna set it up. Xenoxen now turns that corner, has some speed. 2 back, he's trying to work it in. He comes by, he jukes, he chives, he turns. What a save from Itsy Bitsy. Keeping that in overtime now. Here we go. Xenoxen fires it to Fufu Warrior, shoots. Itsy Bitsy's there. Xenoxen trying to get it, but Hawk able to get that, swat it out. We're now minute 46 into overtime. Ja comes in, fires it over to the Fufu Warrior. 1-touch pass to Xenoxen. Has that ball bounced down in the wrong direction. Over to Fufu Warrior. Fufu Warrior puts it in. Just like that. All right, the Lion in overtime takes it by a score of 2-1. We got 2 big saves coming in for Itsy Bitsy, really holding DNA in there. The defense coming in from DNA is outstanding, but the Lion just had that little bit more. Able to put it in. We got Ja also with 2 big saves. Good work. We got a dime coming in, also from Ja. We got Screech with a goal, and 2 goals for that Fufu Warrior. All right, let's get back to the action. And get ready for round number 2.
There it is, the heart of our game.
Xeno.
The players are
I think I'm saying that right. Hopefully I'm saying your name. Xenoxen? Xeno? Xeno? We'll just call you Xeno this round. How about that? Oh, we got DNA Jimmy making an appearance.
Like a supernova, the game
Wait a minute.
explodes into action.
Are the teams on the right side? They're going to fire that pass across. Xenoxen fires that ball down. And I think I got things on the wrong side here. Fufu Warrior fires it back to Ja. Ja goes up. And ball's coming down. Here comes Boomley. Boomley putting on the moves. Boomley going up. And firing it. Fufu Warrior comes away with it. His DNA won that first round. My bad. All right, we'll fix it here. Here comes Fufu Warrior. Fufu Warrior puts it in the goal. Good work. DNA goes up 1-0. Hey, Fire, do I got the teams now on the right side? Let me know in the chat. Screech goes up top, coming in, fires and puts it in. Good work. Screech ties it up at 1. All right, here we go. We got Ja. Is that up to Fufu Warrior? Fufu Warrior going to the sky. And Fufu Warrior hits a little card. Van comes in and fires. And ball bounces loose. Picking that up is an Oxen. It's going to be loose. Screech comes away with it. Screech just going to leave it down to the middle. And ball bounces up. Thanks, Fire. Appreciate you. Sorry, guys. I'm not used to casting these EU matches. I thought Jimmy was on the other team. But now Jimmy's in. Now we know. All right, he passes it over to Xenox. And, oh, hits the camera. Stunned me for a second. Now Screech has it. Screech going to fire that ball into the center. It's rolling. Ja goes through his hands. He's going to roll to the side. And looking to pick that up is Ak. Ak coming in. And now Fufu Warrior turns that corner. And ball bounces down. Fufu Warrior bringing that wide. Comes out the trenches. Now going up top. And he's going to flip that up to Xenu. Xenoxen. And now we got Jimmy. Fires that pass across. Over to Screech. Screech coming in. Xenoxen gets a hand, shoots. Oh, Hippopotame misses. Hopefully Hippopotame make the next one. Now here comes Fufu Warrior with some speed and some moves. He fires and puts it in the back part of that goal.
It's a point!
2-1, DNA leads. All right, Screech now taking to the skies, down a goal.
Look at that acceleration.
Looking to put that pressure on. Screech now coming in and bouncing up. Wait, shoots, and good defense there. Looking for that rebound was Hawk. Going to be denied. Screech now trying to keep it in. Gets some boost. Gets back in the action. And Hawk, speedy little robot, picking it up. And going to bounce it down. Now we got Xenoxen trying to get away. He's going to get checked off. Screech picks it up. Hits a little bit of a ceiling carve. Comes in. Goes all the way to the ground. As that ball bounces out, they're going to swat at it. Now Xenoxen looking to get it out, and does. He's coming in. Goes over to the mound. He's going wide. Now bringing it into the center. Juke and jiving. And that's Hawk with getting a good defensive hand on it. Zeno now throws that back to Ja. Ball bounces down. Fufu Warrior trying to work it in. And Boomley has it. Now going wide. Boomley trying to work it in. Going up top. On that top shelf. Looking to curve it around. And going to throw that pass over to Hawk. Oh, just missed the intended receiver. Good try, though. Now we're battling forward in the corner. Screech picks it up. Screech fires it across. Bounces off. Xenoxen has it. Goes to the sky. Fires that across. Hawk's there. Hawk gets a hand. Bounces down. And it looks like Jimmy's trying to pick it up. But Jimmy has that ball bopped out of his hand. And Fufu Warrior comes away. But he gets that ball knocked out. Now Fufu Warrior keeps that ball going. Here he comes. Fufu Warrior going up top. Shoots and scores. 3-1. DNA leads. All right, now, here we go. DNA up 3-1. Screech trying to get that team on his back, trying to work it in. Trying to get it past Fufu Warrior, but Fufu Warrior going to come away with that exchange. Now going up top to the Halo. Decides to go the long way around. And going to bring that down to the ground. Now cutting in from the wing, here comes Fufu Warrior and stopped by Hawk, and that ball bounces back down into the trenches. Xenoxen has it, looking to turn around. Gets a sweet little turn. Now goes to the sky, fires that pass across, finds Fufu Warrior. Fufu Warrior coming in. What a save from Itsy Bitsy. Now Boomley fires that down, but there's backline Jaw holding it down. Ball bumps up, and Ock comes away with it. Ock now trying to hit that little flick. We got 10 seconds to go. Looks like this round's going to go to DNA. That would be 2 for them now that we got the scoreboard figured out. Ock now coming away with it, looking for some momentum for that next round. And Fufu Warrior can have that ball popped out. Now we're in that bonus time, hot potato time as I call it. Ball's coming down, and that's going to do it. That round goes to DNA by a score of 3-1. I'm not sure what's happening to Flinver. Maybe he got a substitution. Not sure what happened to Flimver. Maybe got substituted out. Trying to just swap it up. There's Flimver. There he is. Or they are. I'm not sure. Shouldn't assume. Looks like we got the same people. Yeah, Flimver is still there. He's just hanging out, cheering on the homies. All right, let's have a look at the stats. We got Fufu Warrior coming in with all 5 goals. Good work. We got another save there for Xenoxen. All right, we got 10 seconds. We got number 11 leading number 29. Let's see what happens. Vertec looking to go to 4-2. DNA looking to go to 5-1. Let's get ready for round number 3. All right, here we go. Boomley's ready. Jimmy's ready. I'm ready.
And we're
Let's
off.
rock and roll. Fufu Warrior has all the goals here. Let's see what he got cooking in this round. Fufu Warrior coming in hot. And he'll hold it and he'll fire. And there's Itsy Bitsy with a save. But picking that up is Xenoxen. And it goes up top. Boomley has it. And trying to get away. Working it down to the ground. Good work here. And going skyward. Now coming in. Fires that pass across. Finds Ock. Ock looking for a goal. Shoots. Oh, it bounces just in front. And Screech is there to clean it up. The Lion goes up 1-0. All right. Jaw getting that ball set up. Trying to take out Screech. Now Fufu Warrior has it.
Resume.
Fufu Warrior working it into the zone. Bring that ball down. And going up top. And shooting. Itsy Bitsy's there. But it hits off the crossbar. Best goalie, EU, is that post. Now we got Xenoxen bringing it in. Juke and jive it, turning. Ooh, waits, goes back the other way. Oh, off the post. Man, I bet you he wants that one back. Wants a little bit of redemption. Now Screech. Not going to let him get that redemption right at this moment. Fires it across over to Hawk. Hawk now. Working it bound. We'll bounce that off the side of the curb there. And Fufu Warrior has it. Dangerous player to have that ball. And he's coming in with control. Nope, bats it down. Screech able to block that. And Screech able to fire that up. It's loose in front of the goal. Now Itsy Bitsy comes away with it. Itsy Bitsy going to get checked off. And Screech trying to get a hand on it, but Fufu Warrior has it. He's going top shelf. Rounding that corner, coming in. And goes up top and shoots and fires and puts it in. Fufu Warrior ties it up at 1. All right, Screech now, bringing that up and going up top and working that down. Fufu Warrior trying to interrupt it, and that's going to be a good hand on it from Xenoxen. Now Itsy Bitsy has it. Oh, loses it to Fufu Warrior. Fufu Warrior looking for some help, brings that ball down. Here comes Fufu Warrior, passes it over to Xenoxen. Xenoxen with the moves, fires and puts it in. Great work, great ball control. DNA goes up 2-1.
Play. Resume.
All right, Screech now bringing it up over to the hoop-doo. Now bringing that ball down. Ooh, jukes and jives. And Screech working that in and fires it. Jaws there. Good defensive stop. Fufu Warrior wants to get it out of the danger zone. Now he has some speed. It bounces off one of the clouds. Brings that ball down. And coming in and flips that ball up. Finds the knocks and what a save from Itsy Bitsy. Reads that like a coloring book. Sends that back over to Ja. Ja now pinching in from that back line. Fires it up. Looking for Xenoxen. It's going to go wide. Itsy Bitsy reads that. Goalie on the other side now pinching up. And going to fire that pass across, but it gets intercepted by Xenoxen. It's a beautiful little ceiling carve. Brings it down to the ground. Xenoxen trying to work it up. Screech there, causing a ruckus. And ball is still loose. Now Xenoxen trying to get past Boomley and does. Xenoxen bringing that into the zone. And he's cutting in. Here comes. He fires it up over to Fufu Warrior. Shoots. And Fufu Warrior scores. DNA up 3-1. All right, here comes Screech. Screech now fires that across over to Ock. Ock now bringing that down. Fires it, bounces it. Fufu Warrior. Big stop there. Boomley has it. Boomley looking for a goal. Looking to get his team back in, but it will be deflected out. He's going to regather that. Now waiting. Going to fire that over to Screech. Screech gets it. Now, one-touch pass over to Ock. Ock now waiting, getting control. Good defense there from Fufu Warrior. Screech has it. Screech carves around, coming in hot. Fires that pass across, but Xenoxen able to pick that ball up. Gets by one. Oh, waits up top. Now has to fall down. Ball's loose in front. And Ja had to pitch out of that goal. Screech now. Looking for a goal. Fufu Warrior trying to turn that corner. Just killing some clock. Fires it up. Ah, can't quite grab it. Ooh, finds Zenoxin. Zenoxin streaking. Fires that pass to Jimmy. Jimmy shoots. What a save. Zenoxin cleans it up. 4-1. DNA leads. All right, here we go. Last 23 seconds. Let's see. Screech looking for some momentum. You're going to run into Fufu Warrior.
Final 15 seconds.
Here we go. Bring that ball out to Zenoxin. Zenoxin going wide. Gonna cut that into the middle, and Boomley.
10 seconds.
Got 10 seconds to go. Looking for one for the road. Gonna fire it over to Ock. Ock grabs it. It's in front. Ock put it on the moves. Goes up top. Oh, ball sails out. And trying to keep it alive, Zenoxin. We're in that hot potato time where if that ball hits the ground or a goal is scored, that's the end of the round. Till then. And there it is. Congratulations goes to DNA. They take it in 3 rounds.
Thank you for being a part of this incredible experience.
All right, well, DNA showing why they are ranked 11th in EU. Well, we got the homies there. Here, let's go back to the screen for a second. We'll give some shout outs here. Hold on. There we go. There we go. We got Ja. We got DNA Jimmy. We got Zenoxin. Good work out there, robots. Proud of you guys. Good dub today. Good dub today, but keep grinding. Keep practicing. Because you never know. Doing the old 6-7s. Good work, my friends. Good work. All right, let's go back to this screen. All right. Well, it looks like they've all left the arena, or most of them. So, that's going to do it for this cast. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. Fire Plunge, Licks, Slushy Walrus, and David Kane. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. We're going to be back in about 40 minutes with the start of the North American matches. But I was happy to cast some EU. So if you guys are out there, I can cast EU again tomorrow. So once matches are generated, if you guys get your matches in, hit me up and I'll see if I can't get you on. Until next time, though, congratulations once again to DNA. Until next one, keep grinding and peace.
Orion Drift VRML is brought to you by Another Axiom, Helga, the esports manager. Thanks for watching VRML.